GoPro feels like it's on fire. It's sitting on the dash in the sunlight. Holy moly. Burnt my finger to touch it. So, this is the link. This is the link. Holy, what the frig?
Ready for a flower show.
I'm sorry, was this a clothing store or was this a an explosives warehouse? How you doing, bro?
Good, how are you?
I am not bad. This place is very nice. Closes. I'm blown away by these fucking things. It's legit like some bro. There was some talk of some lunch to be had.
Yes, sir.
There's some lunch nearby that's nice.
Right next door, Angels.
What's the name of it? Yeah.
Angels Diner.
What do they
just
serve?
Regular, whatever.
Canadiana.
Yeah.
Cool.
Let's keep going, but.
Oh, nice. What do you like?
We have everything: burgers, steaks, everything. All day breakfast. That's why I love it too.
Sweet.
That's the menu.
Nice.
Let's go through that and see what's there. You know that every child matters.
Yeah.
For like you wear orange or whatever.
Yes.
So I've only found one was in Vancouver.
Yes.
So I would rather do a local one because Jim Brantford has a residential school.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's a lot here.
And get involved with that because I'm sure that the folks that are here, and now that the awareness is becoming, it's becoming.
Well, I have a lot of indigenous people in my group.
Yeah.
From all over Canada.
Yeah. Ask them. I'm sure
they're all like, when I suggested that, they're like, oh my god, I can't believe somebody's actually bringing awareness to it or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm like, but what a good cause.
I will.
You know what I mean?
I will 110% support that.
Well, I'm gonna put up products as prizes.
Yeah.
And people will buy a $5 ticket.
Yeah.
That's how you want it, or if you want to just straight donate, but
yeah.
$5 ticket, and we'll, as soon as we're one through however many prizes we get,
wonderful,
and people get them, and then we ship out the money to them. But I'd rather do it locally. So
yeah,
I got Molly. She's contacted the residential school here in town to see what's going on, and I gotta get a hold of a couple of my native buddies to see. There's some on Six Nations here and some in Juanita in London, to see if they can direct me where to go.
Yes.
Because I want to make sure the money gets appropriated where it's supposed to go.
Yeah.
Because a lot of these foundations say they're supporting the orange shirt.
Yeah.
And from my research online, there's a lot of scammers that take advantage of literally abused people and dead children.
Let's
go dig them up and give them proper burials. How about that?
100%. No, that's the way to do it. So yeah, please let me know what you find out about that because I
should have it figured out by this week.
Molly's
on it. She's waiting on a call back from the school.
Excellent.
And I gotta call a couple people and see what's up and what the best place to donate to.
Wonderful.
And then I'm gonna implement it into my smokers group.
Yeah.
And that's it. And offer some prizes, maybe some sports memorabilia or whatever, and try to raise as much money.
Wonderful.
Last time we did it for diabetes.
Yeah.
We donated to the Think Tank Network, Diabetes Think Tank Network. The one guy that was in my group had to stop smoking and all that stuff because he had to learn.
Yeah.
His brother's care giving whatever, because his brother's really suffering from diabetes and I don't know, he's bad shape.
Yeah.
And we started the fundraiser. I think it was on we did it Thursday to Thursday just because it was just a spur of the moment.
Yeah.
And we raised $1,400, just under $1,400 in 5 days.
That's
with
amazing.
Only one weekend in there. If even there was a weekend, it might have been Monday to Friday. I was so wowed by how much support there was in 5 short days.
Yeah.
That didn't fall on a payday or you know what I mean, scheduled day of some sort. And I'm like, if we can do this in that short period of time, if we extend this for a 2-week period, if we make bigger prizes, you know what I mean? I don't have no problem donating the prize.
And then also finding other businesses that would be willing to support that because I'm sure there are many.
With the smokers group, it's kind of hard. To be honest, I'm happy just putting up the products.
Yeah.
And going, these are prizes, and let's donate.
I think
help some people out.
I think honestly, the prize, the actual prizes are just the carrot.
Yeah.
Right? They're just the carrot.
An incentive.
But taking the initiative to try to support something that is doing something good for the community in whatever way, shape, or form, I think that's a great idea.
I don't even think we need prizes, to be honest, because the member base that I have is so good.
Yeah.
That and a lot of them are from native background, indigenous backgrounds.
Well, I think that's a great way of putting your money where your mouth is, though, too.
Yeah.
Like saying you support something is great, and getting others. If you can inspire others to donate as well, then that's wonderful.
Well, the thing is, we need to bring awareness, right?
Yes.
And it's not just the hidden burial plots that the government has stashed away that we don't know about.
Yeah.
Because from my little bit of research lately, this has helped, made me do more research.
Yes.
They've already acknowledged that they did what they did, to a certain number. Mm-hmm. The 215 that were found were not included in that. Those were swept under the rug.
Yeah.
So how many more across Canada are swept under the rug?
And it's becoming...
You know what I mean?
Now it's becoming, how would you say, brought to our knowledge, and they're doing searches, and they're going to search everyone.
If I go out and I murder 5 people, 10 people, I'm a serial killer.
Yeah, you're a monster.
But 215 children, just from one school.
What do you call that?
How many schools across the board?
That's a systemic monstrosity.
And it's not just the dead little angels that we got to remember. There's survivors. Yeah. There's people that escaped. There's people that survived. There's people that still living today. Remember.
And have been.
They get no assistance for PTSD, for any of the shit they went through. For the mental ailments they probably have.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's nobody bringing awareness or nothing. So if we can get some money together, and it goes to helping the survivors, or helping the digging up and the reburying properly, and giving families a place to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So many people on my Facebook that I know, I have a lot of Native friends. They're great people.
Yeah.
I've never met anybody that's screwed me over, or
no.
They're always pretty straightforward and good people.
They are.
But because of this, they've been posting pictures, and the one guy, his dad and his buddy were there. Well, his buddy never disappeared. They never saw from him again. No. You know what I mean? Just why? Yeah. So
how could that? Yeah. How to think how the government and how the church could have let that happen? Not let it happen. Perpetuated that. They did that.
But
they did that.
Everything, even when I started when I went to college for a little bit, they just started a Native Affairs course or something like that, where you used to learn about history of Canada, and if you actually realize, they didn't care. They traded whatever. No. They made all these promises because their intent from the get-go was to eliminate them.
That's right.
Whether by violence or by breeding them out.
Yeah.
That's what they were doing.
Culturally, it's a cultural genocide.
Yeah. And that's the Canadian government. It could be any country's government. This was the Canadian government.
Yeah.
That's apparently looked upon and respected and whatever.
So highly.
This is the Catholic Church that owns lots of property and has so many followers and is so close to God. Well,
apparently.
Give your head a shake.
Yeah.
Give your head a shake and let's do something positive to fucking fix the problems.
Yep.
So.
And what I think is very important to make a stand on is the fact that when I was growing up, the education that we received was pretty whitewashed. And I don't mean that's not to be a racial thing, but a whitewash is literally like a shitty thin veneer of paint that you slap over a dirty, miserable fucking fence.
From school,
right?
To church,
you
to
whitewash
everywhere.
it. It's not really nice paint. It's not really going to do the job, but it's just sort of a gloss over of reality, a gloss over of the truth. And the version of history that we were taught growing up, they never mentioned fucking residential schools because it was still going on, bro. When we were kids, that was still going on. In the mid-'90s, late 90s, that's when it finally wrapped up.
And every country's history is not portrayed accurately and properly.
No.
We portray other countries' history. We shine the light on their bads, but we never shine the light on our bads.
Yes.
We're very good to spotlight them, but not ours. Hey, going back to religion, the Bible saying, remove the raptor from your eye before you try to remove the splinter out of mine. Yeah. You know what I mean?
That's right.
We can look all around the world, but every country is guilty of something, for sure.
Yep.
And we're all part of those countries, so we're the only one. We're technically at fault as well.
We're guilty by association in the sense
whether
that...
it's ignorance.
Yeah.
Whether it's turning the blind eye when something's going on, or whether it's just not giving a shit and being a selfish individual, you know what I mean?
And that's where I feel like, I always thought to myself, what little I learned in school, I thought to myself, I never would have been a part of that. I never would have condoned that. But in reality, what am I doing about it now? Yeah. This is not something that happened 200 years ago. This is something that is still there are people in our community that are still living with this horror.
Yeah.
And and will be unfortunately living with it for several generations even if the thing can get fixed. Yeah. However it could be fixed. So I want to be a part of something that would have been a resistance to this shit back in the day when it was going on. You know what I mean? And not just be an apathetic person that doesn't know and doesn't care. You know? And if they're going to veer into monstrosity territory and atrocity territory,
look at Germany.
Then we are basically giving our implied consent that these things are agreed by us. We're agreeing with them by our apathy.
Yeah.
We're agreeing with them by our ignorance. If we don't know this is going on and we don't know what they're doing, then we have basically given them empowerment to do horrible shit in our name. And that can't go on. So this is my office, my temporary office, and this is my temporary workmate.
Oh. Have you heard of
this shit again? Got some chicken parmesan. Wind tunnel sound check. I wonder how this sounds. Can you hear me at all? I'd be curious to know. Let's see this wind.